What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Arashi, and indeed, we are probably over here on Patreon because I'm guessing this will get blocked. I wanted to once again give a big shout out to Dawn for sharing the Arashi material, and I'm looking forward to this one because I've only heard a few songs from them over the years, and I don't think I've ever heard what seems like it should be their theme song, which is Arashi, and it's written with hyphenations between the syllables. So yes, I'm guessing this was made pretty early in their career. Maybe I'm wrong. Dawn, please do correct me if that is mistaken. But yes, I also wanted to give a shout out to those who took the journey through my watch along of Hanayori Dango, which certainly Dawn and Michaela have done, as well as Hananochi Hare, which featured Matsumoto Jun, one of the members of Arashi, though not their leader, so to speak, indeed. I know that I'm blanking on his name now. I'm sure Dawn will comment in that regard. But yes, there's another member who is seen as the leader, and I think he's like the oldest member. And I have seen him in a J-drum before. Not one that I've done a watch-along for yet, but perhaps in the future. In any case, I'm keen to hear what kind of music this is. Again, they're sort of a pop group, but the handful of tunes I have heard have some different stylings, so I wonder whether this one will have a dance feel or maybe a, pop meets almost hip-hop type of sound. In any case, let's give it a listen. This is Arashi, and the song is Arashi, as I said, written with some hyphens along the way, so perhaps that'll give an emphasis with the rhythmic delivery of the title phrase. So let's give it a listen. This is Arashi and their theme song, seemingly. Oh, bit of a funky sound.
You are my soul, soul. 僕らはいつも探してるでっかい愛とか希望探してる Everyday, everybody まだまだ世界は終わらない今から始めてみればいいじゃない Let's get on, let's get on, yeah Step by step 飛ぶよりも裸のまま突っ込め Day by day 退屈よりもある刺激が欲しいからYou are my soul, soul いつもすぐそばにある譲れないよ誰も邪魔できない体中に風を集めて巻き起こせ嵐嵐
Oh. Arashi 両手に抜け止め勇気を出して今飛び立とう天を飛び交う無敵の雲は Fly away Step by step 飛ぶよりも裸のまま突っ込め Day by day 退屈よりもある刺激が欲しいから大きな翼広げよう You are my soul, soul 強くしてくれるから涙だってそうさ明日のエナジー未来に向かって激しく突き抜けろ嵐嵐 You are my soul, soul いつもすぐそばにある譲れないよ誰も邪魔できない体中に
Everybody まだまだ世界は終わらない今から始めてみればいいじゃない Let's get on, let's get on, yeah You are my soul, soul いつもすぐそばにある譲れないよ誰も邪魔できない体中に風を集めて巻き起こせ嵐嵐 For you
What a cool song. So, first of all, there's so much happening there. I mentioned like a couple flavors in advance of like, oh, is it going to have a bit of a dance vibe or a bit of a, hip hop vibe? It had those things and more. So, first of all, it had a very notable funk layer, definitely in the bass in particular, and at multiple points throughout the track, that was sort of the dominant styling. But of course, it also had a bit of the dance feel. It also had some rock moments where the guitar really came to the fore and there were some drum flourishes. It had a jazzy feel, especially with the brass parts that, were sort of flaring and firing up at some different points along the way. We finish with a bit of an R&B vibe with, almost like a Boys to Men, like vocal harmonies without too much accompaniment. There was definitely a hip-hop vibe with sort of the rapping delivery. And of course, we have different types of vocals. We have those rapped, like rhymed vocals, both in English and in Japanese, as well as some real expressive sung vocals. So a really energetic, wild, and dynamic tune. Lyrically, apart from a handful of English words I think I heard the word for wind in there. I think I heard the word for look, like mite. I think I heard hajime, like starting or beginning, as well as janai, which is like no, or like saying that something isn't what has just been said. So I caught bits and pieces of the Japanese too, but I don't quite know how it all comes together. But it does sound like it could be devotional to another person and saying, we're here for you, or we're here to, get to your heart, to have the energy to invigorate this interaction, this connection. But without, being fluent in Japanese, I didn't catch a number of the like tidbits in various lines, and even the English parts, I just heard like one or two words here or there. But a really cool track, and one that was way more sonically diverse, even going into it, than I expected, like thinking that it would have some different stylings, but it was still more so in that regard than I predicted. So yeah, a very cool one. Absolutely enjoyed it. Again, I have a handful of more Arashi tunes in this folder. Thank you again to Dawn, and I will continue to go through them. A few of them are written in like kanji, so I'll have to see if I can get some sense of what the translation is, but in other cases I may just have to like try to copy and paste the name of the tune as it's written into the reaction video title. So in any case, thank you again to Dawn. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.